Hey everyone, welcome back to Yellow Jacket Garage. Glad to have you here today, and today should be a relatively quick video. I had an issue the other day when I got back from, where did I go? I drove it somewhere and was turning in and got the old light on the dash, the turn signal light going click, 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 click. It's like, well, I know what that means. For those of you that may not know, it means you got a turn signal bulb out. And so I did my standard walk around to figure out which bulb was out, and it was the front driver's side. And so I went and got the good old 3157 NA Sylvania bulb to replace it with. Eventually I will go to LEDs on all the bulbs and everything else with this car, only because of longevity, and they're just a better bulb all around. But while I'm in there, I had my buddy Bobby Umbaugh over at Choppy's Headlights. You can find him on Facebook. I will find a way to put a link or a way to get to his page in the description below. Anyway, Bobby does all manner of Corvette lighting, specifically C6 lighting like headlights and whatnot. Does a bunch of custom work and lens replacement and all kinds of different stuff, and him and his folks are really good at what they do. So give them a look, check them out down below, see if you can find them. But thanks to Bobby, he gave me these headlights quite a while back, and so I am kind of embarrassed that I am finally getting around to putting them in the car. But the point was, I put he saw the video way back when that I did the fog lights, changed those to LEDs, and when I got to a meetup with him, he gave me these, said, hey, these will match your fog light color, so go ahead and give them a try. And thanks, Bobby, I appreciate it. So anyway, let's dive on into this thing and show you how easy it is and some of the things you need to look out for if you're going to do it yourself, because yeah, things can happen, and I'll show you what they are. Okay, this should be a fun vantage point. Basically, where the camera is sitting is pretty much straightforward of what would be your left foot or your clutch pedal foot. And this is the panel. It's a rubber panel that you have to pull out. You've got a cheap panel tool, body panel tool, and it's got those standard little kind of pop out little plugs that most car manufacturers really enjoy using these days. So it's a simple process. You pull these out, like so. All the heads pop out and they kind of retain in there, or hopefully they will. Sometimes they do, sometimes they don't. And then get in behind it a little bit and give it just a little bit of a tug, or maybe a little bit more than just a tug, to pop them out. And let me see if I can get that over there where you can see it. That's what they are. So I'm going to go ahead and pull the rest of these out and then show you what's behind here. All right, so we got that plastic panel out of the way, and now we're going to replace the turn signal first. Okay, now to remove the bulb from here, it should twist up and then pop out, but these things never, okay, it's loose. These things never quite come out the way you want them to, or as easy as it seems like they should. Now, let me get my head up in there. I'm going to shut the camera off, and then next thing you see, it'll be hopefully out. Okay, as promised, the light is out, and so the bulb simply pops out. And that one actually doesn't look bad, but who knows, could be. Let me grab the other bulb, we'll pop that one in there real quick, and then get on to the next part of this fun little project. Okay, I'm handling the bulb with a paper towel because my hands are kind of dirty, and so really it's that easy. It pops back in, rotate the bulb back up into position, the kind of the same position it was in when it pretended it wanted to come out really nice. and then we will work it back in and call that one a win. All right, it is back in there, and it is seated like it should be, and it actually works. And so the next thing that we're going to do is we're going to replace this low beam light bulb with a LED. And so this part of it is, dare I say, relatively simple, but it's not. The trick is these little tiny screws right here. You got to pull those out and don't lose them. That's the trick, is to get them out of there without losing the screws. Because I've already done it once today. On the passenger side, I dropped a screw down in the bottom. But fortunately, I have a spare set of headlights that I haven't gotten Bobby to rebuild yet. And so I had an extra screw. Well, not really, but I have another screw anyway. The difficult thing is, because it's a tight fit and it's easy to drop a screw, you kind of want to hold the screw onto the light bulb while you pull it out and drop the screw into the headlight bucket. And so now this is the, dare I say, easier part. Come on, it's just a plug and play, so that unplugs from there. But now what I got to do is I need to get this metal piece off of here and then transfer it over to the new bulb. Transferring this piece over, what I'm going to do is I am going to use this body tool, but be careful not to bend this little tab too much. You're going to bend it a little bit trying to get it off of there, because I don't know, I don't know how else you get it off of there. But you want to be careful that you do that as little as possible. Be gentle. So that's kind of what I'm doing with it, is just gently prying it off, both sides. It'd help if you could see what I was doing. Anyway, pried it off of there, and I thought I did really easy on this part, and off it comes. Got the new bulb. Okay, new bulb is out. That piece slides right back on. It goes on a lot easier than it came off, trust me. And then I push it back in there. I want to be careful that I don't touch the bulb with my fingers, because my fingers are dirty and the oils off your hands are not good for these things. Okay, here's a pro tip. What I did is I took a little tiny dab of grease and put it on the head of my screwdriver, or my Torx bit, and this is a Torx 10, by the way. And so what I'm going to do is I'm going to take that, put the screw through the hole. The grease will help the screw stay stuck to the head of the screwdriver. And now I'm going to get my head in the way, so I'm going to shut the camera off because I got to get my head around in front of where it is so that I can put that screw back in. Okay, you might be able to see it better than I can, that other side is in. Put that screw there in and snug it down. Now, because I had grease on there, I'm going to reach back up there and I am going to wipe the head of that screw off both sides just to make sure it stays clean. We'll put our cover back in place. All right, I got that one started in. Put this piece back there. We'll put that one in. Oh, come on. There we go. Now it's a matter of just kind of popping them all back in place. And there we go. There's that one. There's that one. That one. That one. That one. And that one. Okay, there you have it. That's another job that was actually relatively easy to do. The quick jacks came in real handy doing that. Finally moved them down here to the shop. They say you can do this without removing the front tires. I'm not buying that. I'm not even considering trying that out because I know there's just not that much space in there with the tires on, and having to stick my head in there like I did a couple of times just wasn't that easy. So anyway, that part's done. We replaced the turn signal bulb. Easy job. It's just a matter of finagling it out of and back into that hole. We replaced the low beam headlight bulbs. We went from HIDs to LEDs thanks to Bobby Umbaugh over at Choppy's Headlights. Some form of contact link will be in the description below, and so please go over there and check out the work that he does. Great guy, and I can't say enough nice things about him. And then last but not least, don't consider subscribing. Just go ahead and subscribe. I mean, there's that box down in whatever corner it's in that has the Yellow Jacket Garage logo. Click on that, it pulls it up, and you can hit the subscribe button from there. Turn that notification thing on so that you get told when I put out a new video. I'm trying to do it weekly now, roughly. I know there was some time in the past that it might have been months between videos. I'm going to try to do something at least once a week, once every 2 weeks or so. I don't want to nail it down too much because I don't want to turn this into a job. I want it to stay fun, but at the same time, I want the channel to grow, so I need more subscribers to do that because I want to reach more people and do more stuff. So anyway, subscribe. Recommendations, if there's something you want to see, put it in a comment down below. Let me know, and I'll see what I can do. Other than that, I think that's about it. So again, thanks for being here. Thanks for watching Yellow Jacket Garage. And as always, we'll see you on down the road.